back to my channel. So today we are actually doing this awesome, like warm, orangey red, smoky eye look that I was so excited to do. I was feeling like that vibrant orangey vibe today, and you'll notice that I reference it as like my hot Cheeto eye a few times in the video because, I mean, I guess your girl's just real hungry and her eyes look like a bag of hot Cheetos. Like, I don't really know. So I'm living for it though. I think it looks really, really good and it's really fun and different. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and I hope you guys just enjoy like watching and me ramble, because that seems to be a reoccurring theme around here. I'm super excited. I'm loving the pigmentation from the few colors that I used and can't wait to do a few tutorials with different color ranges. So I hope you guys enjoy the look and just stay tuned to see this all come together. Hey guys, so I'm actually talking in this video instead of trying to do a voiceover. I'm actually at my studio. For anyone that's like, this is not the same scenery, obviously. I have all of my base makeup and like my eyebrows on. I went to Ulta yesterday to do some shopping because I needed to get some extra things for my kit and some things for myself. So I was rounding the corner of the Morphe aisle and saw this on the end cap with one extra one, and part of me wanted to grab both of them, and then literally before I could even grab two, another lady came up and grabbed the last one. So that's how fast these are going out. And when I got up to the cash register, they told me that they had just been restocked like this afternoon, and I got there like 5:30. She was like, literally, like they were just going off the shelf. So she was like, the fact that it's 5:30 and you were able to get one is insane. So for those of you who don't know what this palette is, it's from Morphe and it's James Charles, and he is a very famous YouTuber. He's incredibly talented. A lot of his work is stunning. And when I saw this, I was like, oh my gosh, like, this is something that I need. I love the packaging on here. I think the whole like matte black within like the black like reflective print on here is super cool. I'm worried about it getting so dirty though, but it's okay. And then it makes me not even want to touch this because it's so beautiful, you guys. So when you open it, the reflection is going to be horrible, so I'm going to go ahead and take this off. When you open it, it looks just like this. On this reflective sheet, it has all of the names on it. That's the one thing that kind of annoys me, is when they don't actually like print the names on the packaging. Just because like when you're in regular conversation with someone, you're like, oh, that like shade that's like 3 down, 4 to the left, because who keeps up with these? Not me. So I might have to like tape this like onto the top or something, because I'm weird like that. So we're definitely going to play around with this today. I'm super excited. I'm feeling like kind of like orangey red vibes today with like my, I guess my green jacket. I don't really know. I was just feeling like kind of doing a warm eye, because yesterday I did like a really fun like purple, blue, and pink eye that I'm actually hopefully gonna have uploaded today. So we're just gonna like dive in and play. So I hope you guys enjoy this kind of like chillax to like sit on the floor of my studio, just kind of put some eyeshadow on and give it my full review. I'm just mesmerized by all these colors on here, y'all. Like I can't even. I still like woke up this morning and was like, did I actually buy that yesterday? Or was that a dream? Nope, I bought it. Okay. All right, guys, so we're just gonna jump right in and see what look we come up with. So we're just gonna dive in. I'm gonna start with like this banana-y shade. It looks a little orange on camera, but in the actual palette it's like an actual banana shade. So I wish there was a mirror, but could you imagine how ginormous this mirror would be? So we're just gonna use this Jeffree Star Thirsty palette mirror. So I'm just taking that banana shade and I'm just gonna pop that like in the crease. I always like to start off with like a something that's like close to my skin tone, that doesn't like really give off a lot of color, but it just like preps the eye area. I have super oily, creasy eyelids, so if I don't pack powder in there like nobody's business, I will literally have like a line going through my eyelid through like half the day. If this is like super rambly, I'm sorry. You know, I'm trying to get used to like what's talking too much and what's not talking enough. So yeah, just wanted to put a little bit of that in there. So really it didn't like do any kind of color payoff, but that's fine because I just wanted it for the sole purpose of just setting my eyelids. So I'm gonna just stick with the same brush. This one is just one of their like buffer blending brushes. It actually doesn't have a number because it came in a gift set that I got, but it's really similar to the M441 brush, so I'll put them like next to each other. My M441 is totally like wrecked because it's so old. I think it was more like this shape when I first bought it, so this actually might be the same brush. But if not, then the M441 will do the same as this brush is going to do. I think I'm gonna go ahead and take this orange shade just to kind of act as my transition. I'm so excited. And we're just gonna put that like in the crease and then like a little bit above, because I always like to extend my crease since I have slightly hooded eyes and I want there to be like a bigger like surface area of eyeshadow, if that makes sense. So I'm just tapping off the excess and just going right into my crease and then blending it a little upwards. And with this, I'm just going outer to inner, so I'm not like just cutting it off at like 3/4 or whatever. But I'm gonna mainly pack that pigment like right in that crease line. I have read a lot about this palette. Like some of the shades are pressed pigments and some of them are just regular eyeshadows. So you can just kind of get the feel for it. This one does have a little bit better payoff when you pack it. So typically I like to just pack whether they're an eyeshadow or a pigment. I just like to work in like small sections and just kind of pat it in there and then like do the windshield wiper motions. So I just find that that's what gives me the most color payoff when I'm doing eyeshadow. But to each their own, like however you want to do it, it's totally fine. I feel like I'm all orange because of this eyeshadow palette and this eyeshadow color just all up in the frame. Okay, so I avoided my lid space. That's what I'll probably do in almost every eyeshadow tutorial that you see me do. I'll avoid my lid space at all costs because I just like how much of the payoff you get from your glitter or whatever you're putting on your lid if you don't have to like pack it on top of 16 different shades, because I am super OCD about my eye look, so that's my favorite part of every makeup look. So I'm a little bit pickier and a little bit more like I take my time on eyeshadows and I'm a little extra, and I will use like 15 of the same color to get the look that I want, because it's different when you use 15 oranges, okay? I swear. So moving on, I'm going to take the Morphe M433 brush. This is probably my favorite brush that exists when it comes to eye makeup. I just love how it packs the color in there really, really well. I'm going to take the like reddish orangey shade right here by the orange that we just used. So I'm going to take this one and just pop this into my crease, but mainly focusing this color on like the outer crease and then working it in. So put the main amount of product right there on that outer and then just like buffing it in. Just so it has that like nice gradient effect and you have that different kind of color dimension to your eye. I don't want to blend it over the orange shade at the very edge, so just kind of keeping it as low as possible, but still making sure it blends out. And I will go back in and use like the same brush with the orange and just kind of build up that orange color again too. eyeshadow looks are a lot of blending and a lot of going back and forth. You just kind of have to have like time to do it, unless you're just gonna like slap one color on your eyelid, put some winged eyeliner on and some lashes and run out the door, which a lot of the times I will do also. And sometimes I just skip eyeshadow because I'm like, I will sit here for 4 hours and try to do my eyeshadow and not feel bad about it. I really am loving the color payoff so far. I know I've only dove into 2 shades, but these 2 are really, really nice. Kind of feel like my eyes look like a bag of hot Cheetos. I'm not even gonna lie, but it'll look a lot better when it's done. So again, I'm just taking a little bit of that first orange shade and just running it across the lines. If my eyes dart to the side, it's because I'm looking at all the cars driving by, like from in front of my studio. So don't mind my darting eyes. Just to really blend that out. Just gonna take this small like detailer brush. This one is another Morphe one that doesn't have a number on it. I have like a few from Sephora and It Cosmetics. You just want something that comes to a point and is super like dense. You don't want anything that's too fluffy because you want to be able to precisely go in there and do the work you need to do. I'm gonna take this red shade right here. So we've used this one, and now we're bumping up to this red shade. And I'm just gonna apply that in the crease and just kind of make a defined line going across my crease, but still wanting to blend it out, but just to add a little bit more deepness and dimension to the eye look. Still not taking it above that orange color. So really it's just going on top of that like second orangey red color that we used, just to give that a little bit more definition. But you don't want to take it up too high because then that's when you start looking like you have no eyebrow, like no brow bone space is the word that I was looking for. I'm just going to take a little bit of that and run it like on the very outer V of the eye and just kind of pack a little extra color right in there. Okay, I'm gonna take that first orange shade on that first brush again and just come back and lightly blend that out, because even though it is like a harsh line, we still want it to be a little seamlessly blended, so enough to where it looks defined but not to where it looks like you just took a Sharpie and drew it on your eyelid. I'm just going to take a clean brush with absolutely no product on it. So this one is the Morphe M441, and I'm just gonna buff out like the tops of my eyes, like from the orange shade up into the brow bone, just because I want that orange shade to be nice and blended as well. All right, so for the lid, I'm debating on using, oh, I don't know what I want to use. I think I'm gonna use a gold shade. These are like the Morphe like liquid eyeshadows, kind of like the Stila ones. These are really awesome and affordable, and these actually came in like a pack of 3 colors. I was gonna use the red one on the lid, but I actually think I'm gonna use the gold because there's a really nice gold in this palette. So I'm gonna put this just right on the lid space. And with the liquid eyeshadows like this, I work one eye at a time because these will dry really fast and then you won't be able to move them. So I'm gonna take that, and then I'm just taking a flat shader brush, and I'm gonna spray a little bit of rose water on it just to amp up the color. I'm going to take this shade right here. this shade right here and apply that to my lid. It's packing on the brush really nicely, so yes, I love the color payoff that I'm getting. You can see my hooded eye problems because I have a line from me just opening my eye and trying to figure out what I'm going to do. So we will fix it. I'm just gonna go ahead and put that Morphe liquid eyeshadow, and this is in the shade Full Air. I don't know if you can buy them individually. I bought them for during the holidays. So, but if you can buy them individually, or if you can still buy that set on Morphe or Ulta, then it's the shade Full Air. Alright, now we've packed that color on the lid. So next I'm just gonna go in and I'm gonna just take those three orange shade, the orange and red shades, and just kind of build back up the color and go through and just make sure everything still looks like, just to make sure everything looks seen and like that we have enough dimension in the eye look and that we didn't lose out on any of that awesome pigmentation. Still feel like my eyes look like a bag of hot Cheetos, but we're just rolling with it. Like, it's fine. It's totally cool. So next I'm just gonna take the Schwing eyeliner from the Balm. I love this eyeliner. It's really awesome, and like the like liner applicator is super thin, so it just helps you really create a nice wing. Next, I'm just going to go ahead and apply some Scuba mascara from the Balm. This is a waterproof mascara. So just gonna apply a quick coat to prep them for eyelashes. Alright, so for eyelashes I'm gonna be wearing the House of Lashes Iconics. I don't have the box anymore because I wear these all the time. And I'm just using the Velour. Okay, so those are on. And now I'm just going to apply some more of the Scuba mascara, just a little bit, to blend in my natural lashes with the falsies. I don't like rake it all the way to the very end, just because you don't want to like cake on a bunch of mascara onto the fake eyelashes and then have them look like way thicker than what they need to be. All right, so next I'm just gonna take that same little like detailer brush, because we're gonna smoke out the under the lower lash line. I'm gonna just start, we're gonna use these same three colors right here. So I'm just gonna start with the orange and then work my way like deeper. So we're just gonna take a little bit of that orange and I'm just gonna apply it, and there is already some of that red shade on there as well. So I'm just gonna do it like on the outer third of the eye. Just get it started. And just like buff the rest of the product like in. Just like that, like with all three colors, so. And doing the same thing. And I'm literally just putting these all on top of each other, so you may lose the orange shade, and that's okay, because I'll go back in with that first orange shade just to kind of run it along the very edge, like super light, so we still see it, but that way it's not like just continuing to get like this far down on our cheeks. So I'm just gonna take that first orange shade and just so lightly run it on the edge of that lower lash line. And then I'm gonna take this other little Morphe flat shader brush like this. He doesn't have a number because he's from that gift set. And I think I'm gonna go in with this like shimmery shade right here and use that as my brow bone and my inner corner highlight. I'm just gonna spray it again with some of that rose water. And this almost looks like it has a green tint to it, so I hope it's not like about to surprise me and have a duochrome effect. Okay, no, it's ice white. That's good. That's what I was wanting, no magic surprise. Did not want there to be like, oh, here's this hot Cheeto eye. Now we're gonna add some leafy green holographic brow bone highlight. Lord have mercy. Popping a little bit of that on the inner corner. I used to not do my inner corner with an eye look, and now I just don't even think that it's complete without it. It just brings it all together. And then I'll just come over here with my finger and tap it out and like blend it. Perf. Alright guys, so I'm just taking a little bit of the Scuba mascara again from the Balm, and I am running it on my lower lash line. And then for my lip today, I'm taking the Tarte Tartest Lip Paint and get it. Get it with your hot Cheeto eyes. Girl. All right. All the orange vibes that complements this green army jacket. All right guys, so that is the completed look. Now that I have everything on, I'm just gonna come a little closer to the camera and show you guys what everything looks like. So I'm really, really loving how vibrant everything is looking, and I really like this lip paired with it. I don't know, I'm just kind of super excited. I think it makes my blue eyes pop, and it looks good with my dark hair. Kind of feeling myself. Goes with my military jacket, whatever. Instagram picture worthy, of course. So I'm just really happy with how this James Charles palette is performing. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was super rambly and chit-chatty, but if you preferred those over like the voiceover ones, just let me know, because I will do pretty much like whatever is in favor, I guess, as I try to learn like this whole YouTube thing. So just let me know how you like it and what you want to see next, like colors or different eye looks or tutorials on eyebrows or like whatever you think that you really need help with or things that you just want to learn more about. But all right guys, I will see you in my next video. Love you. Bye.